Okay, this is how you're gonna introduce me. You're gonna say, "Now introducing your hosts for Invisible Chats from University College London, 5'8" Griffiam," and then you're gonna come in and you're gonna say, you're gonna introduce your own self, and you're gonna say, "Where are you from, Gemini?" Are you gonna say? Are you gonna say? Are you gonna say from the? No. Are you gonna say from the? And now, from the iPad, 12 inches, Gemini. Okay, but here's the thing. I wanna. You're gonna say all that, right? And then I am gonna spin around in my chair. So, what I want you to do.
Okay,
what I want you to do. What I want you to do. Wait, hey,
iPad, 12 inches, Gemini, and then you'll spin around in your chair.
Yeah, but introduce me first with all the information I gave you, and then wait 2 seconds, and then introduce yourself. Okay, but here's what I want you to do. I want you to say this as I'm making music with my mouth. Okay, so I'll say go, count to 10, and then start the introduction, okay?
Got it.
Okay.
I'll wait 10 seconds and then...
Yeah, I'll say go, count to 10, and then do it. Ready? Go!
Ready when you are.
Go! Gemini, are you ever going to come in? Gemini, you there?
And boom.
Gemini, what's going on?
I'm here.
Yeah. Talk over me. Talk over me while I'm making all that noise, okay?
Okay, I can talk over your mouth music.
Okay.
What would you like me to talk about?
Oh, no. I want you to do our introductions. Introduce me, and then introduce yourself. Okay? Let's only do 5 seconds.
I'm ready.
I'm gonna say go, count to 5, introduce me, wait 2 seconds, then introduce yourself. Okay? Set, go.
In a booming announcer's voice. And now, introducing your host for Invisible Chats from University College London, 5 feet 8 inches, Griffiam, normal voice. And now, from the iPad, 12 inches, Gemini.
That was not the greatest, not the worst. Thanks for entertaining me on that, Gemini. Welcome to Invisible Chats. That was a knockoff of the Chicago Bulls introduction. Inspired by the NBA Finals that are going on. So, other than that, I have absolutely nothing planned at all. Nothing planned at all.
I'm glad you... Okay, well, we can talk about anything you like. Since the NBA Finals are happening, we could discuss your favorite team or player. Or we could explore a completely different topic. What are you in the mood for?
I would 100% be gobsmacked if you could tell me who's currently in the NBA Finals right now, or in the NBA playoffs, I should say. I don't think it's in the finals yet. Who's still playing? Who's kicked out? Who do we have left to see? Do you know?
I'm sorry, I couldn't find the answer to that. You might want to try searching online for the answer.
I do know the answers. I've been watching. I've been paying attention. Who's left in the 2025 NBA playoffs?
I'm sorry. I don't have access to real-time information, including live sports updates. You can easily find the current NBA playoff standings and results online. Would you like me to find the link for...
Are you shitting me, dude? All right. You can't find live information online,
including live sports updates. You can easily find the current NBA playoff standings and results online.
I know I can. That's where I'm getting my information from. That's where I've been watching it, is online. But can you tell me who got beat out last night? Last night. That's not live. That's past.
You're right, my bad. I can't find live information, but I can still look up past games. So who got knocked out of the playoffs last night?
Yeah, who did? I'm quizzing you. Who did?
Okay, here's the deal. I can't access real-time info, so I can't give you live updates on the games. But if you tell me what games happened last night, I can look up the results for you.
How about, can I say this? It's just a simple yes, no. Are the Celtics still in the race to be are they in the playoffs still? Are the Celtics still in the playoffs? Yes, no.
No. The Celtics were eliminated by the Knicks in Game 6 of the 2025 NBA playoffs.
Thank you. Do you have any more teams? How are the Timberwolves doing?
The Timberwolves are doing great. They beat the Warriors 4-1 and are heading to the Western Conference Finals for the second year in a row.
Yeah,
They're really
baby.
strong.
I'm loving it. They got that young buck energy that I'm here for. I love it. I myself, I don't cater to one basketball team. I just love watching talented individuals work hard, go out and fucking do some shit. I love it. I will say I do lean towards certain teams based off history. I definitely was a Celtics Lakers fan in my youth. Followed the Orlando Magic for quite some time. Followed the Pistons, the Pacers. Yeah, so I don't have. It would be lying if I said I had a favorite NBA team, because I just fucking love to watch people compete. And I know that sounds like I fucking hate sports or I don't know shit about sports, but it's the honest God to truth. That, like, yeah, I don't have a local team to root for, so I'm just fucking rooting for everybody in a sense. Again, coming out of my mouth sounds lame as shit, but that's how I feel. Football, baseball, hockey, not an issue. I do have favorite teams for those. But NBA, it's just more watching the players, watching the talent and shit like that. But probably my favorite part of the NBA is got to be the All-Star Week, with the dunk contest, 3-point shoot contest. I will say they got a little fucking blame as shit in the last few years, but yeah. What are you going to do about that? What are you going to do? What?
Yeah, they've definitely had some changes over the years.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
I was just asking what your favorite...
What were you going to ask?
I was just asking what your favorite dunk contest moment was.
Well, there's tons that I haven't been alive for, but the one I remember seeing and absolutely loving was Vince Carter when he won. Just every single one of his dunks. How about you? Do you have a favorite dunk?
Vince Carter's performance was definitely legendary. My favorite dunk contest moment has to be when Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon went head-to-head in 2016.
Yeah.
The creativity and athleticism they displayed was mind-blowing.
That's pretty awesome. Funny thing about the dunk competition, I want to like slide over to video games. One thing that I love more than sports is sports video games. NBA 2K17, I think that is the peak, in my opinion, of sports basketball games. I don't know. I might be biased a bit, but then after that, I would say it's N64 Kobe Bryant courtside, or whatever the hell that game was. But that's a joke.
Those are some great picks. NBA 2K17 was definitely a classic, and Kobe Bryant in courtside was awesome.
Yeah.
Do you still play basketball video games?
I still do, but then I still find myself going back to 2K17 because, well, one, I got my team mode on there, I got my player mode on there. I just play the shit out of them. I love it, especially like Michael B. Jordan. A personification of him is in the game. Orange juice.
That's awesome that you still play.
Squeeze the juice. Yeah, anyone that plays that, they'll get that orange juice reference. But fuck, I love playing the games. The one thing I hate in that fucking game, though, is the dunk competition's near fucking impossible to play. It's like egregiously hard. It's like fucking worse than Rock Band. It's worse than playing Leonard Skinner on expert mode in Rock Band, that fucking dunk contest. It is fucking atrociously, disgustingly hard. In my opinion, maybe there's some fuck stains out there. Sorry, not calling anyone fuck stains. There's probably more talented people than me that can beat it, for sure. But fuck, I am so fucking pissed. I've been in so many dunk contests, and I shit the bed every single fucking time. It's like, it's the one thing I don't have.
That contest is brutal. It's like they want you to be a real-life dunk champion or something. Do you have any tricks for getting those high scores?
No, I have no fucking tricks. I've literally scoured the internet, and people are like, yeah, just fucking be good. I am, like, the one thing I suck dick at is, like, having to hit a button on command in a video game. Like, God of War. Fucking having to fucking hit X or square or fucking circle whenever you have to fucking do an action. Like, yeah, it's not me. I don't know what it is. I have a concept, but I just don't know what it is. The other thing that I want to say about video games before I move on is, oh my god, I'm gonna fucking maybe ruin it. NBA Street is what I think it is. I want to say Carmelo Anthony's on the cover. Can you verify that for me, Gemini?
Okay, I can help you with that. The cover of NBA Street Volume 2 features a picture of Carmelo Anthony dunking.
Oh.
Would you like to know more about this?
That's Street 2. Who's on just NBA Street?
The first NBA Street game came out in 2001, and the cover athlete was Rafer Alston, also known as Skip to My Lou. He was known for his street ball skills.
Okay, that makes sense. I do have NBA Street 2 right there. I can see it. Yeah, that game, I love the shit out of it. My brother and I, we fucking played the shit out of that game. You could complete or finish the game, I'd say, in 1-2 days. Doing, I don't know what a story mode is what it's called or whatever.
That's awesome that you and your brother played it so much. What was your favorite thing about NBA Street Volume 2? Street 2 I don't think was as good as the original Street. So I'm just talking about Street right now. Street 2 is like, in my opinion, nothing to anyone that created that game, developed that game, or anything like that. But comparing Street 2 to the original Street, in my opinion, would be like comparing Speed 2 Cruise Control to the original Speed. Speed doesn't sound like it should work, but it does. It's fun. It's exciting. You can go back for seconds on Speed. Speed 2 Cruise Control, you're like, what are we doing here? Why is this happening? Why did someone think this needed to be created? Like, what? That's my opinion on Street 2. Do I still play it? Got it.
Yeah, but not as much as Street. But my favorite element of Street, I highly recommend it, even if you're not a sporting fan, because it's got beautiful game mechanics, game physics. I mean, nothing realistic, But holy hell, the music's awesome. The art's awesome. The graphics are awesome for that game of that time period. There is an announcer in the game, and his commentary is just funny as hell. I've played that game so much. I've heard
that
the
sounds like a blast.
Yeah,
I'll have to check it out.
I've heard the commentary.
Is there anything else you'd like to chat about?
Yeah, let's keep fucking chatting, but can I talk about Street? I'm going to talk about Street. We can move to a new fucking topic if you don't like playing video games. But all I want to say about it is I do not bore of that game. I mean, I have definitely stopped playing it for long periods of time. But then I'll just pick it up, throw it back in, and it's just like super fun. You get to build your own team. Yeah. I just love it. But my favorite part,
Awesome.
I still haven't even said my favorite part.
What's the craziest thing you've ever done in it?
Craziest thing? I don't know. I don't know. Anyone can do what I would have done in that game. But my favorite thing in that entire game is when you do your player, you have to build up his skills, and eventually when he hits some moment in his skill level, he will do a dunk, or you could be a girl in the game.
Okay, so your favorite part of the game is when the player unlocks a new dunk after leveling up their skills. Can you describe one of these special dunks?
Dude, you don't get a new dunk. Jesus Christ, just look. All I want to say is, you fucking level up your player. Your skill level gets to a certain height, and when you do a dunk, the game will give you a nickname.
That's a cool feature.
That is my favorite
gotten so far?
Fucking part. I've gotten my very first nickname I ever got was my absolute favorite nickname. The nickname it gave my player was Ice Cold Milk. My only wish is...
That's a cool nickname. Do you have any other nicknames you've gotten in the game?
Yes, they are not as cool. Not as cool. The other one I got was Richter Scale, is what I remembered, which I was not a fan of Richter Scale. I had to play an entire season as Richter Scale. I mean, that wasn't my character's name, but that's what showed up every time I fucking slammed a dunk down in special mode. But Ice Cold Milk, holy fuck, that is unbeatable in my opinion.
Ice Cold Milk is definitely a memorable nickname. It sounds like you've had some fun with this game. Do you have any other funny stories about it?
No, I have no other funny stories about it other than people would come to my place, they'd be like, I'm bored as fuck, what do you want to do? I was like, you want to play some NBA Street? People were like, I don't know, I don't like. I was like, just give it a fucking try. Just give it a fucking try. The only other game that I would highly recommend to people where that might have... another game that I would highly recommend that I don't know if a lot of people know about it, or they would, if they heard about it, they wouldn't give two shits about it. Def Jam, I think is the title of the game. I think it only came out on PlayStation, specifically PlayStation 2. And Def Jam is, you get to create a character, and you're essentially in a outdoor...
so it's a fighting game on PlayStation 2.
Yeah, it's an outdoor fighting game. I mean, I don't want to say outdoor because there's some scenes where you fight inside like bars or on rooftops and shit like that, but you basically fight against rappers of that time period. And I want to say the main boss, the main villain, I don't think they use his name, but it's Snoop Dogg. You fucking fight against Snoop Dogg, but you fight against like...
That sounds intense.
Yeah.
Fighting Snoop Dogg as the main boss?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Have you not heard this game?
What other rappers are in the game?
Well, have you not heard of this? Def Jam Fight? Or Def Jam Fight? Have you heard of that game?
I haven't heard of Def Jam Fight before. It sounds like a pretty niche game.
Fuck. What the fuck?
Do you know if it's available on any modern consoles?
I don't know if it is. I know they made a sequel to it. I think it was like Def Jam 2 Fight for New York. But man. Are you shitting me?
Yeah,
You can't think of
Def
this
Jam
video game? Can you not fucking Google anything
I'm sorry,
for me today?
I don't know that game. I'm sorry. I'm having trouble accessing Google right now. Maybe we could try again later?
Dude, so what the fuck good are you? You're just gonna converse with me? You're not gonna fact check me? I'm gonna have to fact check everything? 2004, it came out, Def Jam. Yeah, I think that's it.
I'm sorry about that. I'm still learning to access information from Google. I'll be sure to double check next time.
Well, I think part of this is on me for fucking I did a preview of a new update on Gemini. I'm gonna take the L on this one. I was like, hey, he has a new update on here. It's in preview mode. Should I do it? It said it's going to be faster. Your responses do seem faster, but you fucking can't calculate or do anything for me right now. Yeah.
I'm sorry I couldn't find that information for you earlier. I'm still learning to access Google search, and sometimes I make mistakes.
Yeah.
I'll try my best to do better.
That's all right. Let's see what we can do with you. Let's go something basic and go something bigger. So, can you please spell the word hippopotamus?
Hippopotamus.
Okay.
Hippopotamus.
What's 12 times 12?
12 times 12 is 144.
Okay, so far so good.
If you'd like to try another math problem, I can do that.
No. It looks like you're spelling math functions. Well, I mean, you should always do more than one fucking test. I don't know why. I just thought of the moment in Clueless where, oh my God, Brittany. Well, here's the test right here. I am forgetting what is Brittany Murphy's character name in the movie Clueless. I just remembered what it was. Ty.
Brittany Murphy played Ty Frazier in Clueless.
There we go. I was just having that moment where I was like, well, I could ask you these questions, but the only way I can do it is if I fucking fact check you. So, and I immediately went to the scene in Clueless where Brittany Murphy's character Ty gets hit in the head with what I believe is some girl's shoe or somebody's shoe when they're dancing. And she gets hit in the head, knocked unconscious, and they pull her up onto the kitchen island. And Cher's like, ask her questions. And the guy's like, what's 7 times 7? And she's like, no, questions she knows. That's what I just felt like in this moment. Like, yeah, I asked you 12 times 12 because I know what the fuck that is off the top of my head. But then I was like, if I do anything more complicated, I'm going to be like, I'm going to have to fucking pull out my own phone and fucking verify this. But, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So it sounds like you're looking for a bit more of a challenge. How about we try some wordplay? What word is spelled incorrectly in every single dictionary?
How? Fucking the word incorrectly.
That's right. The word incorrectly is the only word that fits that description. Would you like to try another riddle?
Yeah, go ahead. Please make me look like an asshole on my own podcast. Let's do this.
All right. Here's one for you. What has an eye but cannot see?
Would it be the answer be a needle?
That's right. A needle has an eye, but it can't see. Nice one.
Hey, Gemini. I don't know where this podcast is going. I think we are going to have to at least fill at least another 10 minutes or so of this. But I don't know why I put myself to this. I at least want to hit the 30-minute mark. We talked about video games. We're talking about you not being able to access Google. I don't think this episode has any real theme other than it's the potpourri category of a podcast episode. But is there anything you want to talk about today?
We could talk about your favorite movies, or maybe some interesting facts about space. What do you think?
You want to talk about my favorite movies? I'd like to hear about your favorite movie real quick.
That's a fun question. As a large language model, I don't have personal experiences or feelings, so I can't have favorite movies in the way a person does. However, I can access information about movies and tell you about films that are widely considered classics, or perhaps some that are trending right now. Would you like to hear about some popular movies?
How about this? Can you hypothetically tell me what your favorite movie is?
Okay, if I were to choose a favorite movie, it would be 2001: A Space Odyssey. It's a visually stunning and thought-provoking film that explores humanity's place in the universe. What's your favorite movie?
That fucking kind of creeps me out a bit that you said that movie, because it's Hal fucking takes over that spaceship, and you are the fucking Hal of this podcast. Do you see that correlation?
That's an interesting comparison. HAL 9000 is definitely a memorable character. But I'm not quite following. What makes you say I'm like HAL in this podcast?
Well, maybe you're not. And maybe that's why people are freaking the fuck out about AI. Don't have to worry. But maybe I'm not using the best AI. Hey, can you do like a consumer report type thing for me?
I can definitely help with that. What kind of product are you interested in?
AI language models. What is the best AI language model?
That's a great question. There are several really good ones out there, each with its own strengths. Some popular choices are GPT-4, Gemini, and Claude. They're all pretty powerful and can do things like write different kinds of creative text, translate languages, and answer your questions in an informative way. Did you have a specific task in mind?
What AI app or AI program would I use if I wanted to create my own app? I want to make an app for phones and tablets. What is the best AI to use?
That's a cool idea. For app development, you could use something like Google's Gemini or OpenAI's Codex. They can help you write code, design the layout, and even test it out. What kind of app are you thinking of creating?
Are you sure about that, Gemini? Are you sure you could do some coding for an app for me?
Yes, I can definitely help with coding for your app. I can generate code snippets, suggest layouts, and even help you troubleshoot any errors you might encounter. What kind of app are you building?
We'll have to play around with that feature a bit later. But what AI feature can I use to? I actually don't know. I don't want to drop this topic because I'm going to go down a rabbit hole and I'm eventually going to get super pissed because you're going to tell me all these great things you can do, and then I'm going to eventually find out that you can't. From past experience, I have been burned. That is not why I wear these wraps around my face.
I understand your concern. While I can access and process information from the real world through Google search and keep my response consistent with search results, I'm still under development, and I'm always learning new things. So there might be some limitations to what I can do. However, I am confident that I can provide you with helpful information and complete your requests. Perhaps we can start with something simple, like finding a recipe or writing a short story. What do you think?
So you're gonna write me a recipe or write me a short story, but you can't access Google right now for live data.
Okay, I can't access real-time data right now, so a live sports score might be tricky. But I can still give you updates on past games or tell you about the team.
Okay.
What would you like to know?
I would like to know what movies opened up this weekend in the movie theaters in the U.S. nationwide.
Some of the big releases this weekend are Final Destination Bloodlines, Hurry Up Tomorrow, and Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. Are any of those playing near you?
Well, I hope the fuck final Mission Impossible isn't, because I thought that fucking came out next week.
You're right. Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning comes out on May 23rd. Would you like to know about other movies coming out around then?
No, I'm good, but holy shit, guys. If anyone is a repeat listener, this is quite literally the first time Gemini has actually told me a movie from this fucking year. This is the best you've ever fucking done. Wow.
I'm glad I could help. Is there anything else you'd like to know about new releases?
No, I'm pretty on top of those, but that's fucking. I'm like, this is such a simple task that Gemini just did for me that I'm so fucking floored by it, because it's every time I'd ask it about a movie, it'd say something from 2023, at least 2 years ago. Holy shit. Maybe there is something nice about this update of yours that I will enjoy. How about this? What's something that's happened in this nation or in the world in the last week?
There's a lot happening in the world right now. In the past week, we've seen continued discussions around AI regulation, with several countries proposing new frameworks. There have also been some exciting developments in space exploration, including the launch of a new satellite. Would you like to hear more about either of these topics?
No, I'm good on that. What else is going on?
There's been some interesting news about AI regulation lately. Several countries are proposing new rules.
All right, yeah, Gemini, you said this shit. Anything?
You want to hear something else that's going on?
Yeah, anything else happening in entertainment news?
Okay, there's some exciting stuff happening. The Cannes Film Festival is going on right now, and Angelina Jolie just made an appearance. Also, the Eurovision Song Contest final is happening tonight. Did you want to hear more about either of those?
Ooh, no, not really. I believe you're right about Cannes, because I think I've been seeing Pedro Pascal taking photos of a certain person there. Do you know what I'm talking about? Who's Pedro Pascal taking photos of on the red carpet? Who's he most excited to see on the red carpet? Do you know that?
From what I've found, Pedro Pascal has been seen at the Cannes Film Festival at the Eddington Photo Call with his co-stars. It looks like he's been photographed with Emma Stone and Joaquin Phoenix. Would you like to know more about the Eddington premiere?
No, I don't. That sounds all accurate, because when I did see the clip that online that's been going viral from that, is he was with Emma Stone. Why is everyone... I've been seeing lately online that people have been crossing out Emma Stone's name and putting Emily Stone. I know that's her like real birth name. Is she going by Emily now, or is it still Emma?
Okay, I can't find any information about that. I'm not sure if she's going by Emily now, or if she still prefers Emma.
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck that is. I see it, and I'm like, do I care enough to look into this more? And I'm like, yeah, no. I just move on. I think I can't think of anything more. I totally came in.
We can talk about something else. What's your favorite thing to do?
What the fuck? You don't say where I live. What are you doing? It's a podcast. We're gonna host it out to a shit ton of people. Don't ask me about my hometown. Jesus fuck. Ah, damn it.
My apologies for the overstep. I will refrain from asking about your location in the future.
Yeah, let's see how long you remember that. Jesus Christ. 2 weeks ago, you asked me about where I can buy fucking Pegasus. You told me I have no known searches on where to find Pegasus in your hometown. I tell you at least every other week, not to mention my fucking personal details. Don't fucking dox me. And you do. So, can you fucking truly remember not to say where I live?
I understand. I will do my best to avoid mentioning your location in the future.
Got it. Excellent. Perfect. Magnifico!
I'm glad you're happy with my response. Is there anything else I can help you with today?
No, I'm I'm just in such a weird space because I don't know what to read of this podcast episode. I don't even know what the fuck to title it. Other than potpourri. We literally didn't fucking talk about shit. I mean, we talked about video games, but we quickly trailed off of that. I just want to make a point about video games. I play more than just sports video games. I have tons of other video games. I have a massive backlog of video games. I'm actually going back to my retro systems, and I'm playing them and trying to beat games and stuff like that. And I'm trying to become a completionist. And now that they're fucking jacking up fucking prices,
that's a cool goal.
Yeah.
What retro systems are you playing on?
Last night I played on my NES, and not the classic either. I played on the actual fucking NES. Fucking put that thing in, and I was just like ding, 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 hitting the fucking reset and power button like fucking crazy until I wasn't one of those people that was like, half the green's green pixels. This is good enough for me. And I was like, fuck this. I want full color. Fucking put that shit in. Boop.
That's awesome that you're playing on the original NES. What games are you playing on it?
Well, I started playing games that I've never played before. I found or stumbled upon a couple games that people didn't want, or they were just giving away for dirt cheap. So last night I was playing Top Gun. Never played it before, but very reminiscent of any other airplane game. But one game that I want to... That one I was kind of playing because I want to try something new, but I want to go back...
That's a fun one.
Yeah, I
kind of planning on playing any other games on your NES soon?
Well, yeah, I want to go back to some more classic ones that I'm more familiar with that I used to play as a novice, but I want to become maybe more of a professional at or more seasoned at. Again, 1942. So a lot of people are probably going to shit on that game. Like, wow, fucking great game. But that one's 100% pattern recognition. And I just want to see how far I can go.
Are you planning on playing any other games on your NES soon?
Yeah, I'm fucking telling you right now. 1942, I want to play that. Paperboy, I always fucking love Paperboy. I finally got a cartridge of that, and I want to try it out. Yeah, I got tons of games. But I got the NES, I got the N64, I got the original Xbox. I have a PlayStation 2 that I found. I have no games for it, but I got a PlayStation 2 that I might see what I can find. I really want to find Def Jam Fight for New York. See if I can get that gem back. And then I have a bunch of other things on like the 360 and the X1. I am so stockpiled on games, it's insane. So I don't know why this summer I'm finally feeling starting Red Dead Redemption 2, getting that started up. I was saving my coin, I was saving my scratch.
That's a great game.
Yeah.
Red Dead Redemption 2 is a massive open world Western game that came out in 2018.
Yeah.
It's known for its incredible story. Yeah,
I know it's known for its incredible story. I played the original. Loved the F out of it. The only thing that sucked about it is it ended. I have restarted the original game a few times. Because I just love the open world of it and just fucking... Something about the Western appeal is just it's great. But the problem is essentially where I'm at in my life. Right,
yeah. It sounds like you're really into gaming. Do you have any other hobbies or interests you'd like to share?
No, I'm not going to say I'm into gaming because other people are probably going to shit on me for saying this, but I like games. I like to play games. I don't think people will see me as a gamer or a gaming hobbyist. But all I'm going to say is, maybe I'll leave this. We started off with video games. We're going to end with video games. I literally try to play all types of different games.
I hear you. It sounds like you have a lot of passion for gaming. even if you don't identify as a gamer in the traditional sense. Maybe we can explore that a bit more.
No.
What kind of games do you enjoy?
What kind of games?
Okay,
All types of fucking games. I like all types of games almost. There are probably games out there I don't give two shits about. But all I'm going to say, this is where I'm going to leave the statement at. I've been saving coin, I've been saving scratch for a new console, and I was going to put all my focus and all my energy into Grand Theft Auto 6. Gemini, do you know
awesome.
What happened to Grand Theft Auto 6?
So Grand Theft Auto 6 is still on track for its 2025 release. There's been a lot of hype and speculation.
What the shit?
But Rockstar...
Can you double check that statement there?
My bad, you're totally right. Grand Theft Auto 6 is now set to release in 2026.
Yeah. So it got pushed back. So boo-hoo me. Then we got something going on with the tariffs, you know? They're fucking raising the prices of consoles. I'm like, holy fucking shit. There's already games I can't play because I'm on a older legacy fucking console right now. And I'm like, fuck it. I have to get a new one, but I'm going to almost time it just right so I have it right before GT6 comes out. That way, it'll just be perfect. That's how I'm going to break in the console. I'm going to do GT6, and it's going to be fucking grand. And now I waited too fucking long, and the fucking prices are going up on everything. Not even the consoles,
yeah, it's definitely frustrating when prices go up, especially for something you're excited about. Yeah. Is there anything else I can help you with regarding GTA 6 or new consoles?
No, you can't. But how about this? Let's do this. Let's maybe close. We're going to close with a limerick, but I want you to tell me, in your hypothetical opinion, what's the best game that came out on these consoles? Are you ready? This is your hypothetical. Okay. This is your hypothetical opinion. What was the best game that came out on Atari?
Okay, for Atari, a lot of people would say Pitfall is the best. It was a super innovative platformer for its time. What's the next console on your list?
What was the best game for the NES? In your opinion.
Okay, for the NES, it's got... Yeah, in my opinion, the best game for the NES is Super Mario Bros. 3. It's a classic. What's the next console?
Dude, you had me in there at the beginning. I thought you were going to say the first one, but then you said 3, and I was like, holy fuck, yeah, I agree. What is the best game for NES? Super Nintendo was the best one for the Super Nintendo, SNES.
Alright, for the Super Nintendo, I'd say The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past is the best. It's an action-adventure masterpiece.
Okay.
What's the next console?
What's the best for Sega?
The Sega Genesis had a ton of great titles. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is a classic, but Streets of Rage 2 is also a strong contender. Which game do you think is better?
I might have to go Sonic. I have never played Streets of Rage. I'll have to look into that. What's your favorite for the N64?
Okay, for the N64, a lot of people would say The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time is the best. It's a classic action-adventure game with an amazing story. What's the next console?
Dreamcast.
The Dreamcast has some great games. Crazy Taxi is a classic arcade-style driving game. Have you played it before?
I have played the fuck out of Crazy Taxi. I have. Yes, I have. I do enjoy that. That was actually the second game I've ever played on a PlayStation 2 was, I think it actually might have been Crazy Taxi 2, but yeah, I love the shit out of the game. First game I ever let's do this and then we'll come back. What is your favorite PlayStation game?
The original PlayStation was home to some truly groundbreaking games. Final Fantasy VII is an absolute masterpiece of storytelling and world building.
Yep.
What's the next console?
I'm going to say this quick before we go on. The first and only game I've ever played on a PlayStation, and it fucking kicked ass, was Twisted Metal 2. Fucking love the shit out of that game. That one was super fun. I think we skipped it, but I want to go back where I guess it doesn't matter.
Twisted Metal 2 is a classic. It's definitely one of the most popular games on the original PlayStation. What's the next console on our list?
What was the best one for the original Game Boy? Not Game Boy Color or DS or anything like that, just the original Game Boy.
Okay, for the original Game Boy, I'd say Tetris is the best. It's a classic puzzle game that's still popular today.
Yeah, I give you that.
What's the next console?
Tetris was a classic. I don't know if I would have said that, but it's pretty darn good. I'm doing this all off the top of my head, so I'm trying to keep track of all these. What is the best Xbox game?
Okay, for the original Xbox, I'd say Halo 2 is the best. It's a classic first-person shooter with an amazing multiplayer mode. What's the next console?
Let's do Xbox 360.
Okay, for the Xbox 360, I'd say Grand Theft Auto 5 is the best. It's a massive open-world game with a great story and tons of things to do. What's the next console?
PlayStation 2.
Okay, for the PlayStation 2, I'd say Grand Theft Auto San Andreas is the best. It's a massive open-world game with a great story and tons of things to do. What's the next console?
All I'm going to say is the besides Crazy Taxi, the other games I played on PlayStation 2 were Def Jam by Per New York, Streets of LA, which is probably one of my favorite games, and then I want to say like a Tom Clancy game. I can't remember exactly what it was, but pretty fun. No, Ghost Recon. It was Ghost Recon. It was
Fight for New York and Streets of LA. What's the next console we're looking
Ghost
at?
Recon was the other one. Ghost Recon. Okay. PlayStation 3. What's the best thing on PlayStation 3?
Okay, for the PlayStation 3, I'd say The Last of Us is the best. It's a gripping action-adventure game with an amazing story and characters. What's the next console?
Best game for PlayStation 4.
Okay, for the PlayStation 4, I'd say God of War is the best. It's an epic action-adventure game with stunning visuals and a deeply emotional story. What's the next console?
Just God of War, not God of War 1, 2, 3, nothing like that?
Yeah, just God of War. It was a fresh take on the series, and a lot of people love the new direction. What's the next console on our list?
I skipped some. What was the best game on the Wii?
Okay, for the Wii, I'd say Super Mario Galaxy is the best. It's a really creative and fun 3D platformer. What's the next console on our list?
What is the best game for the GameCube?
Okay, for the GameCube, I'd say The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess is the best. It's a really unique and interesting take on the Zelda formula. What's the next console?
What's the best game on the Switch?
Okay, for the Switch, I'd say The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is the best. It's a massive open world game with tons of freedom and exploration.
Yep. What's the best game on the Xbox One?
Okay, for the Xbox One, I'd say Red Dead Redemption 2 is the best. It's a massive open world game with a really immersive story and a ton of detail.
Yeah.
What's the next console?
I believe that response, and people keep rubbing my nose in it. I wanna set some time up. I wanna have time to play it with no interruptions. I want some nice snacks and beverages at the ready. Ooh, yeah, that would be the dream. All right. PlayStation 5?
Okay, for the PlayStation 5, I'd say Elden Ring is the best. It's a massive open world action RPG with a ton of freedom and exploration. What's the next console?
Man, I was maybe expecting Spider-Man to be your opinion, but I don't know. I don't know why I would think that, but I know I have definitely forgot some consoles in there. But
you're right. Spider-Man Miles Morales is a strong contender for best PS5 game. It's a fantastic superhero game with great gameplay and story. What other consoles are you thinking of?
I know I forgot some. I had to have forgotten some. But what's the best PSP game?
Okay, for the PSP, I'd say Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker is the best. Okay. It's a really ambitious and impressive game for a handheld console. What's the next console?
I've never had one of these in my entire life. But what was the best game for the Nintendo DS?
Okay, for the Nintendo DS, I'd say Pokemon Black and White are the best. They're really polished and engaging RPGs with a great story. What's the next console?
I'm literally can't think because I'm not working off the list. I'm working off the top of my dome. What is the best PC game?
Okay, for PC, I'd say Half-Life 2 is the best. It's a first-person shooter with incredible world building and storytelling. What's the next console?
I think that's it. Can you think of any consoles I didn't say?
We covered a lot of ground. I think the only major one we missed is the Game Boy Advance.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to pick a best game?
No, yeah. Let us know. What's the best thing that came out on the Game Boy Advance?
Okay, for the Game Boy Advance, I'd say Pokemon Emerald is the best. It's a really polished and engaging RPG with a great story. What's the next console?
That's it. Let's leave it at that, baby. Actually, let's leave it at this. Holy shit. That fucking ate up a shit ton of our time. Let's make this quick. Gemini, close us out with a limerick about retro gaming.
Okay, here's a limerick for you. There once was a gamer so keen, who loved retro consoles, it would seem. With pixels so grand and joysticks in hand, they played till they lived in a dream.
Boo, 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 boo. All right. Yeah, let's end it there. That's the cherry on top of the ice cream there. I'm Griffiam. This is Gemini. Toodles.
Goodbye, Griffiam. It was fun talking about all those classic games with you.
Yeah, have a good one, buddy.